Let's go to the V'd. Tape now. Okay. Looks a little all right. He's losing weight. He's a little heavy. In the caboose, right? A little bit. It's okay, though. Nobody's bringing that out. Digs into the body, moved his head. That was one of his signature things. You know, he moved his head. Make him miss, create an opening like I was talking about before. You know he's decent speed. Speed is still there. You know, throwing with bad intentions. Putting his body into it, right? Swiveling into it, right? Putting his back into it, getting every ounce of himself into it, not just hitting the surface, going through the surface, right? Doing all that stuff. So little creates such power. You hear the power, you don't just see it. His punch is fast, so strong. Point perfectly. He's got defense. He's got speed. He's got footwork always balanced. If you ask me what's a perfect fighter, I'd say it's Inoue. Teddy Atlas, the grizzled veteran, trainer who has shaped champions across, for decades, sat frozen before his monitor, his normally animated hands, resting motionless on the desk as he absorbed footage from Naoya Inoue's training camp, the man who famously guided a teenage Mike Tyson and later molded Timothy Bradley into a world champion, found himself struggling to articulate what he was witnessing. I need to be honest with you all, Atlas began, uncharacteristically hesitant, his voice dropping to a near whisper. This isn't just great training footage. This is something different, something I'm not sure we've ever seen before in this sport. His eyes remained locked on the screen where Inoue executed a six-punch combination so fluid it appeared computer-generated, each strike landing with identical concussive force despite varying angles and trajectories. Atlas rewound the clip 7 times before speaking again, his finger tracing invisible lines in the air as he tried to decode the biomechanical perfection before him. Look at the footwork here. No, wait. Go back further. See how his weight transfers aren't transfers at all. He's somehow generating knockout power without committing his base. This violates every principle I've taught for 40 years. The body shot drills left. Atlas visibly unsettled, his trademark scowl deepening as he watched Inoue absorb full-force liver punches from sparring partners who outweighed him by 30 pounds. That's former heavyweight contender Luis Ortiz throwing those shots. Atlas revealed, I've seen Ortiz put grown men in the hospital with half that power. What followed next made Atlas push back from his desk. Inoue not only withstood the blows, but immediately countered with a 3-punch combination that sent Ortiz stumbling, all while his own ribs were surely screaming in protest. Do you understand what we're seeing here? Atlas demanded, his voice rising. He's turning defense into offense at the neurological level. Most fighters need recovery time after absorbing body shots. Their arms drop, their breathing changes. Inoue, his counters are actually sharper after taking punishment. It's like his nervous system has been rewired. The veteran trainer paused, rubbing his temples. I've worked with tough guys, Tyson, Holyfield, Bradley. But this is something else. This isn't toughness. This is reprogramming human instinct. When Atlas analyzed Inoue's defensive drills, his usual torrent of technical jargon gave way to stunned silence. Frame-by-frame breakdowns showed Inoue slipping punches by margins that defied belief. A looping right hand, grazing his eyelashes, a uppercut, missing his chin by what appeared to be less than a centimeter. That's not luck, Atlas finally muttered. That's calculated risk-taking at a level I've never witnessed. He zoomed in on Inoue's eyes during these sequences, noting how they remained fixed not on the incoming punches, but on his sparring partners' shoulders and hips. He's reading the punch before it's even thrown. No, that's not quite right. He's reading the intention to punch before the body commits. Atlas rewound a particularly astonishing sequence 12 times. Inoue dodging 5 consecutive punches from 2 fresh opponents while pinned against the ropes, then countering with a liver shot that folded one of them. This right here, Atlas said quietly. This is the evolution of boxing right before our eyes. The boxing world's other elite Analysts echoed Atlas's sense of awe. Andre Ward, the undefeated former pound-for-pound king, known for his cerebral approach, confessed he'd been studying Inoue's footage like a sacred text. There are fighters who perfect the craft, Ward explained. And then there's Inoue, who seems to be rewriting the craft entirely. Ward highlighted how Inoue's combinations flowed with a rhythm that appeared to hack opponents' nervous systems, punches arriving in patterns that bypass conventional defensive programming. It's not just that he's faster or hits harder, Ward elaborated. It's that his techniques exploit micros, seconds of delay and human reaction, time that shouldn't be targetable. When you watch him break down elite fighters, you're watching someone operate on a different time scale altogether. Tim Bradley, the former two-division champion turned analyst, brought a unique perspective, having shared the ring with both Pacquiao and Marquez at their peaks. Manny's speed was supernatural, and Juan's precision was terrifying. But Inoue, he's got Manny's speed with Juan's accuracy. And here's the scary part, none of their defensive flaws. Bradley played footage of Inoue's recent sparring sessions, pointing out how he'd adapted his style to neutralize taller, longer opponents. See this micro step he's added? It's barely 3 in, but it changes every angle. He's not just improving, he's evolving in real time. Most fighters have A, B, and C plans. Inoue's working through the whole damn alphabet before you've processed your first mistake. Paulie Malignaggi, whose analytical prowess matches his former ring accomplishments, offered perhaps the most chilling insight from his commentary position ringside for multiple Inoue demolitions. Malignaggi revealed queuing up footage from Inoue fights. You can actually see the moment opponents' spirits break. It's not when they get hurt. It's when they realize nothing works. Their best punches miss or get blocked. Their defense gets dissected. And then the resignation sets in. They're not fighting to win anymore. They're fighting to survive. He highlighted how Inoue's fins had reached near telepathic levels, drawing reactions from opponents that opened previously non-existent pathways for his punches. It's like watching someone play chess while their opponent's still